And you can see that there's only one cable here to connect the iPad to the portable screen, and you can have the full desktop experience for the iPad. Today I am going to test the functionality of the new IpadOS 13 to the portable monitor here. Let's unlock the iPad. And we are in the home screen. You can see this is the widget. This is in the home screen of the IpadOS 13, and the iPad had a USB-C here, which I will test it to the USB hub from the BASIS. This USB hub has the port 3 USB Type-A port, 2 of USB 2.0. It's very tight. Okay, you can see that. The back is the USB-C for power DC input, and on the right is the USB 3.0, the TF slot and the SD card slot. It is a flap that when you open it, it will make a stand, but it is the iPad, so how can I put it? Let's try to put it this way. And if I put it this way, the keyboard must connect it to this port, so I will connect it. Okay guys, and I will connect to the iPad, but first, before I connect, I need to connect the mouse to the iPad. You go to the setting here, and you go to the accessibility tab. You go to the assistive touch, which is in the assistive touch, and you slide down to the pointing device, and you connect it to the Bluetooth device here. You can only connect the mouse here. The mouse will not be shown in the Bluetooth under the Wi-Fi tab. You have to connect the mouse here only, and you open the mouse, connect by press the pairing button here, and you should have it show up here, which is I already connected. So I connect to the iPad. Success. It will pop up the assistive touch button here, which you can customize it to the color you like, and it is the mouse in the iPad. So you can click it in the details here, and you can customize the mouse button too. The button 1 is the left button, is the single tap. The button 2 is the open the menu, which is this one. So I will change it to the app switcher here, to the dock. Okay, the dock will pop out, and the button 3 will be home, which is the middle view. You can see that this is the home, and it is the dock. So you can change the color of the mouse too, but firstly you have to change the tracking speed. You can see that first when you connect the mouse will be like this. You said, oh my god, why my mouse is so fast? So you have to click to the turtle one. Actually, you can use your finger or phone here to the turtle one, and the show menu here. You see the assistive touch. You can see that. Turn it off. The on-screen keyboard, you turn it off too. Something happened. Let's turn it off. Okay. the cursor you can change to the large cursor one, a small cursor, and you can change the color too, which I kept in the orange. Now when the mouse is connected, you can connect it to the hub. Let's connect this iPad to the hub. Just plug it into the hub. I think I plug it this way. Okay guys, the portable monitor will turn on and you can see that the screen is widened to nearly fill all the. Actually, I think it is longer than the common one. You can see the iPad is, I think, a 4.3 ratio. You can see that 4.3, but in this monitor you can see that there's something is widening. It is like a widescreen now. It is very strange because in the iOS 12 it can only mirror the 3:4 ratio, the same as the iPad. So this is a big improvement for the Apple here. So I connect the iPad with this monitor using one HDMI cable and USB dock. And let's try to test the keyboard. And let's type some text. Hello. Oh, it's actually work. It is the iPad. Test from shoe. Hardware keyboard. You can see that I have the hardware keyboard connect to the iPad via the dock and the portable monitor, and I can also have the mouse too, which make it the full desktop experience. Wow, it is amazing. Oh, let's clean up this a little bit so I can put the iPad aside. Okay guys, now it is my setup. I have the iPad here, which connect to the budget hub with the keyboard plugged into the USB Type A, and I have the shoe hardware keyboard here. This I have the Bluetooth mouse, which I already connect with the assistive touch, and the iPad just mirror the image here to the portable monitor, which doesn't need the external power. It's only connect with the single USB single HDMI cable here. So this setup can be minimized to connect just only one Type-C to HDMI cable. But in that case, I think the screen ratio will not widen to fit the screen like this one. It may be fixed to the 4:3 ratio, not just a wide screen like this one. I will test it later. Now just open some apps to test the keyboard. And it is the note I've typed. You can click to type here. This is the test. It will pop up here. You can use the mouse to select the cursor. It's quite hard. You have to click the select first and just move the mouse to the blue dot and slide it to select the text. So the mouse will be like your finger here. The numpad is work well. I click the from the numpad. It's working well. Okay guys, Let's open some tabs from the Safari. To the Cybertron. Let's see, I can minimize the user two apps at the same time here. Let's open the App Store here. It actually works. So I just snap it. And I will open another store. It will not work or not, I did not sure. Let's click it. No, it's not open. Let's open another Safari then. Let's go to another app and click Safari again. Oh, it's actually it did not open to the next. Okay, guys, I think I cannot do it. So it is the mouse and the hardware keyboard connecting to the iPad via the portable screen with the USB dock. Now let's try it with the MHL cable. Okay guys, this is the MHL cable, which is the single cable from the HDMI male to Type-C male. And I will connect this to the IpadOS and see the ratio will be changed or not. You can see that. Now with the hub, the ratio is 4 to 3 to the wide screen ratio. Now I will disconnect the hub. But the problem is you cannot use the keyboard. And disconnect the HDMI. And I plug in the MHL. I plug it in to the iPad. And what happened is, oh guys, the ratio is still the same. So the iPad just widen the ratio to fit the screen. It's not have the black border anymore like the iOS 12. And I can use the touch here. So in this case, I have to open the on-screen keyboard, which is in the accessibility option and touch, assistive touch. On-screen keyboard here. Okay guys. Now I can open the Chrome and use the iPad as my keyboard. It is a very minimal setting because you have the iPad as your keyboard, and you have this single cable here. You have the mic, and you have this portable monitor, and you can go anywhere. You can see the setting. Just single cable here, the Bluetooth mic and the portable monitor. You don't have to connect to the AC outlet because this monitor has the power inside. It's 5000 mAh battery inside. I'm clicking the dock and click the Safari here and click the new tab. Let's jump to the Google. You can see the screen is a touch capability, but you connect to HDMI, it cannot use a touch, so you have to use on the keyboard. Google.com. Here I click the enter on my iPad, and you can see that it is the desktop of the future here. Wow. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and this is how you connect the portable monitor to the IpadOS 13. If you like this video, please press like, or if you love, please subscribe. I will be very happy. See you next time guys. See you.